It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Presidente Beer. Presidente Beer presents The Corp with A-Rod and Big Cat Season 3, I believe it is. The lineup this year is unbelievable. Shout out to Kelly Martin booking some top-notch guests. The first 3 episodes are dropping today. And then the remaining 4, I believe, are out on Thursday. All of them are presented by Presidente Beer. They got you covered if you're seeking a beer that satisfies for the summer and beyond. There's no more like summertime beer, wintertime beer. If you like Presidente, you can drink it all year round. But it does hit
not a seasonal drink.
A little different.
Drink whatever you want,
whenever you want, at all times. But when it's hot and it's sunny and you got a cold beer, there is something different about it. Presidente Beer is the only way to go.
Well, we can get into this. Well, after you shovel, there's something to it.
You love the shoveling reference is always your go-to.
Yeah, I love a good shovel beer.
Yeah, after he shovels, it's usually because the
I was gonna say because I get the wind knocked out of me 5 times.
Really?
When you're pushing the shovel and it gets caught on like a
like with your gut,
and you knocks the wind out.
You've done a lot more shoveling than I have.
I've done, dude.
I am
people
literally
from Philly
retired
like
from
don't
shoveling.
understand. Like I live with Lou in Boston, and it was snowing I forget what year it was. But one February, it just snowed every single day.
I remember that.
Every single day.
Yeah.
And Lou was like, "This is crazy. I can't believe this." And I'm like, "It's the same weather in Philly. I just figured all the Northeast is the same." After coming to New York and seeing it snow twice in the last 4 years, I've realized it's pretty different, actually.
Oh, yeah. It snows like a motherfucker in Boston. And then you go out there like a poor, like a peasant, and you shovel your own snow.
Mm-hmm. But at least you have the Presidente afterwards.
Yeah, man. Well, we talk about like best beers, you know, and it's like the summertime, it's hot, I'm at the beach, crack a Presidente, versus like I'm sweaty but cold, I just shoveled, I did manual labor, I'm tired, I'm sore, and then,
Yeah, because see, everything you just listen to what makes it bad,
is why the beer is better.
Makes it good.
You're making me want to shovel. Like, I want to shovel, and I shouldn't want to.
You're making me want to drink a Presidente. Beer is what you're making me want to do. And what they're doing right now, 4 lucky fans are going to win a whole boatload of swag. So here's what you get. Free Presidente for a year. So drink it during the summer, drink it during the spring, during the fall, during the winter, all year long, free Presidente. Then you get a signed baseball by one of the greatest of all time and Alex Rodriguez. Big Cat and A-Rod signed ball, and you get some Corp swag, some Presidente swag. So you get hooked up with beer, memorabilia, and some gear. And here's how you enter. First of all, you got to be 21 or up. You got to follow at A-Rod, follow at A-Rod Corp, follow at Presidente_USA, and you got to text A-Rod. His personal number is 305-690-0485. And you got to text A-Rod why you deserve to win. What did Marty say yesterday? She was like, because I do, or something like that?
Because I'm awesome, I think, or something like that. 'Cause I'm sick.
Why would you win this, Marty?
Why would I win the?
You got to text A-Rod, like, why would you win the swag? Why do you deserve it?
Because I'm sick? Oh.
Because I'm sick.
I'm
sick.
lie. I can't find the lie.
Which is like, are we going with like make a wish, or you're just sick? It could be either way, you know, sick or sick. 100% Corp certified Presidente beer. Go get it. We'll start off with the thing that I can't stop talking about. I've been talking about it incessantly for a week straight. OnlyFans. Bella Thorne made $1 million in a day. 24. You see his face? I mean,
what?
24 hours, $1 million.
Is she having sex on camera?
I don't know if it's sex or if it's just nudes. I mean, she's pretty out there.
Hang on, I'll subscribe to it right now.
Let's do it. Yeah.
How much does it cost? What is the price?
It's $20 a month. First of all, it's $20 a month and $60 for 3 months. What a deal for the bundle there, Bella. Thank you.
I can't believe it. Wow,
but yeah, she directed porn. Her
she's done
in porn, but she directed it. Her Instagram like announcement was like she's wearing a chain that said sex and she's like grabbing her ass. It's pretty raunchy, but there's a big leap between that and like fucking on camera.
Can someone get me? Oh, I think it's just Bella Thorne. Oh, they do a green dot for the
verified.
Yeah, that's the one she's grabbing her ass, right? Yeah, that's her. That's the one.
Subscribe for $20 a month.
Fights will report back.
Let's fucking go. And those are probably impossible to unsubscribe to.
Dude,
they'll
I've
take your
subscribed
money.
to so many.
You can't get
Because we
out.
said on KC Radio, like any listeners who have an OnlyFans, tweet at us and we'll subscribe. So now I just subscribe to a bunch of KFC Radio listeners.
Listen, if you have an OnlyFans, we're trying to promote. We're the #1 feminist podcast in the world right now. If you have an OnlyFans,
Is it women? Lots of women?
Yeah.
What?
And we will retweet. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I will retweet your OnlyFans to put you out there to help you make money. Even you, Bella. I'll help
Are
you
they
out.
sex workers? Does it count as sex workers? Because I know there's a huge push to be supportive.
Bro, these are just Instagram pictures. What?
Really?
It's an Amazon delivery. Come on.
She got your ass so good.
Hang on.
Wait a second. She's giving her. Isn't she like dumping her tits out for free?
No,
though?
I
No,
think
not
she
even
did that
on?
once. She had like a leak once or something. I don't know if it was
Oh,
a leak
really?
or she posted it.
Planned
I'm not
leak?
sure.
This is the most bizarre video I've ever seen. It's her in a bikini, and she's got her feet up on a crate of binders. It's a crate filled with like 5-star binders. I mean, she is.
What's the nice game? We'll tell. Okay,
We'll talk about the Duke in a minute. I mean, yeah, I have not seen a nipple. I have not seen a butt. I have not seen...
This is a B level, C level Instagram page.
You just spent $240 for a year to not see a single nipple? Not even a spoke of a butthole?
Not a single spoke was saw that day.
What the fuck?
But a million. I'll
Bro,
tell you
look
what.
at this. This is just an Instagram.
That's just her and a dog.
This is a girl in a bikini and a dog.
As much as I say that it's hard to unsubscribe, I would find a way
I'm
to
gonna
unsubscribe.
figure out a
from
way
that.
to unsubscribe
Jared
to
said
that.
you got to call the Prince of Egypt to unsubscribe from these things. I would find a way.
Nah, I'm
Fuck
gonna tell you
that.
something real quick. I've unsubscribed to OnlyFans before.
Yeah.
I've occasionally like.
Are the fans of KFC Radio who are sending in OnlyFans, is theirs like pure smut? Is it like
Yeah.
a,
Well, the ones
there's
I've
some
seen.
Pornography?
Yeah, there's some titty and some butt in it.
Yeah.
It's not like
awesome?
It's not hardcore.
Right.
But I got a CCK caller who calls in all the time. She swings with her husband.
The
and
mail
she's-
lady.
Yes, Catherine, the mail lady. She started one out. She started one up, face and everything, name and everything, because she's just like, this is who I am. And I think she's probably gonna be doing some fucking.
Yeah.
So
I
it
think
varies.
Bella's
It
probably
really-
also gonna see like how much money she can make, and she'll be like, fuck it.
That's the thing. It's like you made $1 million in a day posting Instagram videos. She's gonna make like 10 million if
But
you
the people
fucking
don't.
goes
The
hard.
people are buying. It's a bait and switch. Like they're
Yeah.
buying something, thinking that they're going to see nudity. So now
Sure.
that we're putting out the word, hopefully it'll pump the brakes on her making millions of dollars.
Well,
off
I would
people.
rather her go ahead, girl, make your money, but just deliver the real deal.
Right, exactly.
I don't
Don't
need to see you in a bathing
bait
suit.
and switchers. But KFC, what was the one that you posted where the dad and his son are holding their fucking nuts?
Bro,
They're like Jack.
This dude, his name is Jake, and he has a father-son OnlyFans, and they're both like shredded, and the picture is them like they're both in like gray boxer briefs, and they just got their hands on their pants, just grabbing their dick.
Hang on,
together.
subscribe right now.
A promise is a promise, bro. We said if anybody tweets us. But yeah, I mean.
You always see the porn where it's like the mom and the stepdaughter. You've
Right.
never seen the
the
dad and the
father
stepson. Like what
and
the
it's, and
fuck?
usually
real
those are.
ones,
I was gonna
by
say
the
usually
way.
those are just titles and jokes and
Right, are
plots.
these guys
this is the
fucking
real.
each other?
And they said the guy was like, for those of you who don't believe me, and then he posted like 4 pictures on Twitter, and one was like him as a little boy, him growing up, like it's a
It
father
was
and
an
son.
odd progression.
Very.
I
And
didn't-
the weirdest thing of all the comments, Rowan, were like, not like this is cute, but they were like, yo, like let's see some kinky shit, and like good for you, and like there was not many people being like, what the fuck? They were all like, how far are you willing to take it, bro?
Dude, I was like, I saw the first
I
one.
think I
was
find
like,
my line, by the way. I always say like, I'll watch whatever, I'll dabble whatever. I'm not trying to watch a father fuck a son.
No matter how jacked they are, no matter how butt spokes
no
they
matter
are.
how
hot
sexy
that
they
dad
are.
and his son are. Now watch them suck each other's dicks.
I don't care how many spokes I see. I'm not watching any father bang a son, okay? But like, I bet you there are people. I bet you he's making money.
Of course there are.
of course.
It was a regular girl. She put up a TikTok. She made $7 grand in a week. She makes $27,000 in a month. She said she bought a Rolls Royce from OnlyFans.
That's a bad investment.
Yeah.
A Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
Yeah, except if you got money to burn.
Yeah, I don't know how
I'm so
long the
sick of this chair.
OnlyFans
I'm
money.
sitting on the goddamn floor from now on.
It's so fucking squeaky.
so loud.
This is how we're doing the fucking rundown from now on. Stupid chair.
Can't even bring you another chair. What about that
I know,
chair? That
I'm
chair's
crazy.
at least
No,
solid.
I like a commit to the ground.
We're in like a no, we're fine. We're good,
No,
Kev.
I'll join you. Fuck
Come
it.
on down. Come on down,
We're all
fellas.
doing this on the ground. Kevin doesn't get a chair. Nobody gets a chair.
Hell yeah.
Solidarity. Yeah, man, OnlyFans is popping off. It's crazy.
But is it like a long-term thing though? Like she's buying a Rolls Royce because she thinks the money's gonna last forever. How long is
Yeah.
OnlyFans half-life? Like how long can you spend?
But like you
can't
said,
imagine
first of all, I
very
don't
long.
think you're getting a lot of unsubscriptions, and I think as long as you just keep building
All right,
up.
let's see how fast I can unsubscribe to Bellas. We're doing a lot of experiments today.
Yeah, this
As
is
you
nice.
do that, let's talk a little basketball. Last night, the Lakers just fucking annihilate
It's
the
a good time for me
Blazers.
to look at this.
Even had a cool moment where they were up 24-8. Obviously, with all the Mamba stuff going on, a cool moment. LeBron pulling up from like half court for fun.
I honestly think that.
Unsubscribed.
Really? Was that
Just
easy?
like that?
Yeah, you just gotta hit this button down here.
The unsubscribe button?
Is it prorated? Did you pay the full 20?
I paid
or-
the full 20 for this month, but
sucks.
I'm unsubscribed for next month.
Still, fuck yeah.
Pretty
Good.
good.
Good. Unless she starts putting nudes.
You know
on
what?
there.
Tweet
Yo,
Paul
I'll
right
be
now
back
and be
in a
like,
second.
I unsubscribed for you, so up your game. Let him know.
Exactly.
Let me see a spoke, kid. I want to see a wagon wheel.
I need. Yo, that OnlyFans.com/wagon wheel. That would be my. If I ever start a fucking
Darius
page, that's what I'm
Rucker.
calling it. It must have me and Hootie.
Rock me, Bella, like a wagon wheel.
That's very
Anyway,
funny.
LeBron, right?
No,
Yeah,
I think that
LeBron,
fucking. I don't. This might seem like a curmudgeon, but I'm not wowed by any time that the numbers 8 and 24 come up. Like,
Yeah.
to me, I think that's not like what you want your memory to be. Like, I think you should remember someone's like accomplishments, not like the fucking superstitious numbers popping up on a clock. Like, I think that shit will come across at any time. Like, you'll see 8s and 24s together, but I think that you should remember and celebrate Kobe as a person rather than just like
Yeah,
some
for
random
sure.
numbers popping up like a
For
fortune.
sure, no doubt. I mean, I was saying it's weird because so much has happened in 2020 that's terrible that it kind of, we kind of, I don't want to say forgot about Kobe because we certainly haven't forgot, but I think that this playoffs would have been like, if LeBron and the Lakers win this year, it's for Kobe. And I feel like between the bubble and Corona and all that, we kind of like lost sight of it. But I think as the playoffs progress, especially in the second round when they're doing a lot of the Mamba stuff, I think that, we'll
What's a lot
remember
of the Mamba
quickly.
stuff in the second round?
They're doing like they're doing a jersey
jerseys.
giveaway that has 8 and 24 on the back, and they're just ramping up like the Kobe Memorial stuff as the playoffs go on. And I think the Lakers are going to be right there because I said it. You remember this well, Rowan, the Sixers-Lakers final where Iverson snuck game 1. Everyone was like, it's going to be a sweep, and then they won game 1. And everyone was like, oh shit, and then it basically was a sweep right after that.
The narratives happen so quickly with the first game of any series in any sport. Like,
Yeah.
whoever won the first game, the people will run away with, like, the Blazers are actually, like, a title contender. They're not.
Relax.
Yeah.
Game 1 of Series 1. People were talking about like it's a must-win for LeBron. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah, stop.
There's only one must-win for LeBron James, and it's like Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Right, elimination games. not
We
game
also
ones.
got. Can't read my handwriting.
Come on.
Oh well, we'll go to the NBA. We'll go to the NFL. The NFL is saying they did like 25,000 tests and they got 0 positive tests, but the only positives they did get were false positives. I mean, we're
weren't
just
there-
making up numbers.
Weren't there like 70 positives?
77 positive. They're
and they were
calling
all
them all false positives. All of them.
That's
Just
so
like and
insane.
the NHL did that. There were 29 million tests and 0 positive. You're just lying.
Yeah,
this is
what
not
is
possible.
happening?
Well, no, I mean it's possible, right? It's just what
It's
like
highly unlikely. To have
I don't
0.
even know how unlikely. Like I believe it. I believe
him,
if
yo.
you're in a bubble
I don't
and
know
you're
why. I
guess the
forcing
bubble is the
people
X
to
factor.
mask and like you're not letting anyone in, you're not letting anyone out. I think it's possible to just not.
I
get
think it's
corona.
possible. I just don't know how likely it is. But
Are they in bubbles?
yeah, the NFL's not a
NFL?
bubble.
Oh, I guess the NFL's not a bubble,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. Never
And
mind.
I bet that they're
look at
just-
like
I
the
believe the
college
NHL and I believe
kids,
the NBA.
the college kids and anybody else who's getting
The
together,
college kids.
it's
What
just
was Bama get?
560.
560?
Bam, in a day.
But they're not doing anything. They're just like, they're just, I guess, relying on it being another false
No,
positive.
now they're like, all right, we're only
560
gonna
false positives.
only 10 people less at fucking Bama
Football
games.
game,
here.
yeah.
Only gonna
Opposing
allow
fans can't come.
95,000 people here.
I do believe that, like, remember when the UFC did their first pay-per-view, and they only got 1 test, so it's not comparable. But like, they had a positive test the night of, and Uncle Dana was like, "Fuck it, we're just still gonna do this."
Yeah, we found out last night. The whole world is weird right now. Everything's weird. This whole event's weird. It's different. We live in a different world than we did 2 months ago, and the bottom line is the system worked.
And I think you do need people to be like that, where it's just like, no one's dead. There are gonna be positive tests, but we're gonna keep going. And if there's a team or an institution or a group to do it, it's gonna be SEC football and NFL football, where they're just like, we don't care. As long
We
as
are going to
nobody
get our
dies.
money no matter what. You are not going to stop us from getting our fucking money. And
100,000%.
Alabama's going to make it happen.
And the players are on board with it, I'm sure. Coaches are on board with it. So, I mean, we'll see. But I could see Bama's talking about fans in the stands. Jerry Jones talking about fans in the stands. I think those motherfuckers are just going to do it.
Yeah.
Be like, we'll deal with I think they'd rather deal with the repercussions afterwards than like cut themselves off before it even happens.
Yeah, people are going to die anyway, they're probably thinking.
Old people
I
die.
don't
That's
know
what
if
they do.
You're right. It's a fact.
Second half of the rundown is brought to you by BlockFi? What is it?
Mack
No.
Weldon?
Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon, they have been my go-to underwear and loungewear, all coronavirus, all pandemic-wide. They keep on sending me boxers that just appear from the clouds. They're amazing. They're comfortable. They're high quality. It's like that athleisure wear. You can kind of wear them out to the bar, out to a date. You can wear them to the office. Obviously, you can wear them to the gym and whatnot. And the best part is Mack Weldon has a rewards program where if you buy anything off the Mack Weldon site, you automatically get free shipping. Then, after that first purchase, when you buy $200 worth of stuff from Mack Weldon, you get 20% off every order and free shipping for the rest of the year. So you basically have to buy one big chunk, and then you get 20% off permanently for the whole year whenever you buy anything. Now, if you're not a part of the rewards program just yet, you can get 20% off on your first order when you go to mackweldon.com/rundown. You'll get, when you're part of the loyalty program, you get a first look at new products. You get that free shipping, you get that discount. Go get your gear right now. It's mackweldon.com/rundown. Use the code rundown at checkout to get 20% off that first order. Keeping with the NBA, Paul George has disabled the comments on his Instagram because people are being mean to him.
Soft.
Playoff P is one of the most embarrassing athletes in the world right now. You can't comment. He's disabled comments on his Instagram, which is like, just don't fucking post. Like, you don't have to post on Instagram, bro. You really don't. You can go 0, dark, 20, 33, 30, whatever LeBron does, and you don't need to fucking open yourself up to this level of criticism, because guess what, Paul? There's plenty to criticize right now, and you don't need to add, sand to the beach.
What did he post? What was so necessary to post?
Yeah, I didn't even see what
Figure
the post
it out.
was, to be
I'm the
honest.
phone
There
guy
you go.
today.
You're the research guy.
Get to the bottom of this. Fucking Feits.
You're more of, like I was saying the other day on the rundown, I don't follow the NBA quite like I used to. You're still deep in it, Rowan. I remember when the Clippers got Paul George, people being like,
oh, I think he deleted the post. Or I don't know. There's
right.
his most recent post was 5 days ago.
Yeah, so what's not that? When like Kawhi and Paul George were supposed to be like a duo that compares to LeBron and AD and all the other duos of the league. I mean, I remember thinking like, no, not fucking Paul George. Not.
You really thought that?
I mean, I just never thought he was like that level anymore.
I don't
What's
have
that?
PS4, so.
Fuck yeah, thanks.
Madden?
Madden 21. Fuck yeah. His chair was squeaking.
Oh.
Solidarity.
It was insane.
Terrible fucking chair.
So fuck Paul George.
No,
He's a
Paul
big
George.
baby.
Kawhi Leonard has to be pissed that he picked Paul George as his Robin. Like, he could have stayed. It looks like
They would be
Toronto is
awesome in
better.
Toronto.
Their bench scored 100 points the other night. Like, Toronto
That's
is going to
insane.
win. Is probably going to win the NBA championship without Kawhi
Imagine.
Leonard. Like,
That
imagine,
would be a huge flex.
Yeah, just
Huge to go back to back after losing your star, and your Toronto has always kind of been, Canada and a little
Exactly.
like,
They're
redhead stepchild sort of thing.
disrespected, but then they swept in the first round. They're playing like the best brand of basketball.
Lights
They're
out.
whipping everybody's ass. Like Paul George might have like ruined Kawhi's chances to go back to back.
We kind of did it yesterday, but I just want to give you a chance to maybe say some final words for the process. Just maybe eulogize them a little bit.
The process died in 2016. When Sam Hinkie was done,
Yeah,
the process
you're right.
was over.
You're
Like
right.
there was no more process when any Colangelos were taking over. They didn't give a fuck about they cared about having jobs. Like they didn't care about bringing Philadelphia a championship. Sam Hinkie did, and that's what I will lament. Like those parts of the process. But it's been disgusting over the last couple years, and I feel like they're gonna hire a bad coach. They're gonna I don't have any trust in Philadelphia as a basketball organization going forward. I love Ben Simmons. I love Joel Embiid. I think they should keep them together, but my confidence is completely shot.
So
Oof, this is hard
that
to
window,
hear.
the window's
I know.
closed.
Ah.
That window, unless they do like some crazy shit, like if they can land a free agent or they pull off a blockbuster
But
trade.
who?
That's the thing. I mean,
Who?
it's a wrap, man. It was the right way to do it. They missed on a couple things, but the process is smart. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you need new management. You need like a new GM. Elton Brand is going to stay, so I don't really have
He did say today that he's not moving either of them, right?
He said that he's going to keep
You
them.
want Jay Wright? You want that handsome motherfucker?
I would take Jay Wright, but I don't want to. I like Villanova. I don't want to take it. Maybe Jay Wright can coach both Villanova and fucking the
Yeah,
Sixers. Like
dual
maybe we could just
coaching.
keep him in Philly and let him coach a
That
couple
would be
teams
awesome.
simultaneously.
The king of Philadelphia basketball, no matter what.
I want Becky Hammond, dude. I think we need some female energy
Imagine.
in there.
You
I
get
think
some
we
good
need a
PR
woman
out
coach.
of it too.
Let's fucking
She
go.
knows the game well.
Yeah,
no
that
doubt.
would
All
definitely
right,
blow
so
some
let's hit the after show right now because we'll cut right to it. Hashtag not my Barstool. There's a lot going on in the Barstool world that I do not care for, and
We had an HR threat.
Was that real?
I mean,
Paul
they're
and
saying it's
Duca,
real.
Paul and
It
Duca
was-
has said that Dave tweeting out, or that Pick Central and Dave tweeting out his bad gambling record is slander, and that he will take it to human resources.
First of all, wouldn't it be libel if it was false? And it's also just what your record is.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a fact.
In no way can it possibly be considered libel, slander, whatever you want, if it's just the picks you made.
Marty?
It's fake news. No, it's fake.
Well, first of all, this is why the Mets are just a terrible organization.
The Mets? What?
People doing that.
Talk
He's
about
on the Mets.
fucking
I know.
What are you talking about the Mets for? What?
Well, because he's a Mets. Yeah.
All right,
He went to HR when people get mad. Regardless, when you're 13-31, you do anything you can to get back on track. So maybe if you're gonna threat with HR, maybe. But that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen here. Going about your 13-31.
I found out we had an HR department this morning. I mean, HR? We're talking about HR right now. I found out we even had HR at Barstool Sports this morning because I needed my 2 pay stubs for an apartment. Because I needed my last 2 pay stubs to get an apartment, which I got, by the way. I asked Danielle, I was like, who do I talk to? She's like, HR. I was like, who the fuck is that? How do I get in touch with that person?
Why do people keep saying management? We don't have management.
It's
You
a
just sit
wild
here by
west.
yourself and do what you gotta do.
Now,
No one's
but
gonna
I'll say
shit.
this. I'll say this. You got Paul LaDuca talking about HR.
LaDuca, what are you doing, bud? HR? HR we're talking about?
You got Brandon Walker texting Erica.
You were not worthy of a
So
response.
I can work 90 hours a week
I
here
don't
and do
give
every
a
fucking
fuck.
show. I'm not worthy of a fucking response.
I mean, the whole gambling world needs to toughen up.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
you
your side, their side, everybody's
gambling-
Barstool
You guys-
you're gonna drive it into the ground
Yeah.
with your inability to fucking bust balls.
Seriously.
The gambling
Lighten
community
up,
is the
you
craziest
fucking-
place in the world. There's so many do-to-dos right now.
I can't imagine taking it like it's this serious.
It's this
How
serious.
dare you slander me
But
by
it's-
saying my record?
Like we've
I'm
been
in the
doing
positives.
Rico. I got to give a shout out to Rico Bosco because as much as he's complained over the years, we've been making 50 burger jokes about him forever, and he's not going to HR. He's not doing any of that shit. We got Brandon and fucking Paul crying their eyes out. You need to toughen up.
To text that to Jenna is like one of the sad. That's not even a joke.
And then
That's,
Dave just fucking texts
and
out Jen's
Dave
text.
is
I
the
mean,
most-
yo, anybody who texts anybody else at Barstool these days is crazy.
But what do they want
it's like
someone
The
to do?
Office.
Honestly,
Everyone's just tweeting out
what do
screenshots.
they want someone to do? Like, what is it?
Stop the internet. They want them to stop the
Yeah.
internet. That's what they
That's
want.
what it is. It's like, hey, just so you guys know, someone's being mean to me online.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome to the fucking world.
My name is Mush. What do you fucking think how many people yelling at me about my picks? Shut up, dude.
Everybody shut the
crazy.
fuck up, place your bets, and lose your money because you all stink at gambling.
But that means gambling Dave's back.
I hope everyone got in on SPAC. Here comes a pitch to Fiskler. Look at that swing.
And I'm excited. He's
You
back
think?
in. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm excited about that because he's not going to have for this shit.
All right,
It's
well,
crazy.
let's hope. Let's hope. How about you lead the charge and turn this shit around and tell these guys to stop crying?
I'm
LaDuca,
positive right now.
He's
by the way.
a little Italian fellow who's a multimillionaire, and we're gonna get worked up about this stuff.
You said you had a
Dude.
camel toe.
Yeah, I know. I fucking already talked to HR about it.
You can't make those jokes. That's mean. So
gotta be on the
we'll
bus
see how
ball.
that unfolds. It's going to be a dramatic fall for sure.
Plus, I mean, Brandon Walker and Kirk Minahan today.
Right,
And
I mean-
Brandon Walker's in the mix too, dude.
I mean,
he's left and right.
I'll tell you what, Brandon Walker is fighting several wars on several fronts
Multiple
between
fronts.
Dave, LaDuca, and Minahan. I don't know if he can handle it. So Brandon fucking Walker's got his hands full.
Yeah, it's crazy. It
All right.
truly is crazy.
That's
Stand
it
on
for
your
us.
own 2 feet. That's all you got to do.
Aim
Stand
fucking
on your
man,
own
man.
two.